All right. Hello. So I'm just going to talk you through a pamper party experience. And from my experience, these are really, really good for QV and getting a QV in there. I'm currently doing at least one of these a week, or someone in my team is doing at least one a week. So we've got quite a few going on. So I generally invite around 5 to 6 people, more than that because people drop out and people don't come on the night. So I aim for around 5 or 6 people. I sit them out around the dining room table, and what I do is I sit out little bowls. So I bought some 75p plastic mixing bowls from Morrison's, set them out. They have a flannel each, and they have a hairband each, and they're like a little material hairband to scrape their hair back. What else I do? I get like a big sparkly mirror, mosaic mirror, and put that in the middle, and I put all the different sets, those sets that we have. So I always put out the RE9 set, the Calm set, and the FC5 set, full-size product, so people can see what they get. And then what I do is I give them a clipboard with a wish list and an order form and a pen as well. So I sit them down, I just talk to them about the whole pampering experience. I give them a little bit, not a full DA, but I give them a little bit of information about it. So the first page of the DA basically about us being a 35-year Swiss heritage company, basically from Petermork, and how we derived this amazing vision and how he wanted to show the world this amazing vision and the amazing products and everything. And I let them know that these products are absolutely amazing. They're absolutely top-notch products. And I kind of keep emphasizing that, how good they are, and they are just absolutely amazing. And what they've got in front of them is just amazing. And what they're going to experience is amazing. I also kind of make it so that they're very special. They feel really important, so they're VIPs. And I say to them, tonight, I just want you to be pampered. I want you to feel pampered and feel the experience. And I always kind of compare it to when you're a little girl and I know all about this, when you're a little girl and you have your makeup box and your mum's makeup box, and you're going through it and she catches and she's like, oh, what are you doing in my makeup box? That's my expensive lipstick. They're actually allowed to do it, and they can play with the makeup. And as opposed to going to a makeup counter like Clarins, Lancome, any of those, in John Lewis or Debenhams, where someone comes and makes them up, and they go home and you can't create that same look because A, you don't have the products, B, you don't know how to put the products on, and C, it was someone else doing it for you, so you don't know how to do it. So it's really nice because they can gain that experience, they can see what it is actually like and feel the products and know exactly how to put them on. So I then do the left-right game at the table, which goes into more detail about the products. They all seem to like that. They listen. I don't give them any literature to read at all because I want their undivided attention. So afterwards, they open up their little presents, whoever wins, and I explain about the products that they've won. We then go into allergies, asking about allergies, doing a client referral form, a profile form, that's it, not referral form, client profile form. And then I ask every single person individually what their skin type is. And they tell me, and I have a selection of the samples, and I have oh no, not that one. So I have them all in my little basket basically, and I just show them what I've got. So I've got like the Calm, the FC5, I've got everything in there for them, and I explain a little bit about the products. If someone says they've got sensitive skin but they've got aging skin, then I give them an RE9 to take home with them, so that they introduce them gently into the products, and then they can try the RE9 after a couple of days, just to slowly introduce them. And then I just start off by encouraging them to take their makeup off, so show them how to wash their face. And I take them through all the different stages, so cleanse, tone, wash, and I explain. All I do is I have the book, the catalogue in front of me, and I just flick from page to page of each section. So if all the people with the RE9 cleanser are starting off with a cleanser, I read the blurb out in the catalogue about the cleanser. And then the people who are using the FC5, I just read that. And then they're Calm, I tell them about that. And then if I'm finished talking and they're still washing, I tell them all about what's involved with the FC5, about it being the 5 fruit and vegetable and the fresh cell technology. And then the RE9 is the #1 flagship selling anti-aging skincare line in the US, in the Calm range. And I tell them what's in the Calm, the breakdown, the actual words, the letters actually represents what's in the ingredients in there. So I break all that down. I just tell them like snippets of information really while they're doing it. And then it's kind of, when they've washed their faces, I get rid of the bowls and get them out of the way. And then I start bringing out the makeup. So I do it in stages. So first of all, I'll bring out like the concealer, foundation, CC cream. I explain the difference between CC cream and foundations, because a lot of people don't know. And then you've got to think about this. A lot of people there also don't wear any makeup. So when they're coming for a makeup pamper party and they don't wear makeup, it's a bit like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. And I also say to them, I'm not a makeup artist. You know, this is just what I have. This is your chance to try. And if you want any advice or anything, then I can, you know, tell you, like, as a person or as a friend, or like from a friendly point of view. And so, yeah, I just explain all about the products. It's really good to read up on your product knowledge, or even just to read the product catalogue before you do it. So you can tell them about the eyeshadows, that they're baked and they don't crease, and that they're pigmented as well, and that they, if you wet them, then their colour is more vibrant. And also about the mascara. It's made of pea protein. It actually feeds the lashes and encourages them to grow. We're not waterproof, but we're water resistant, you know, little things like that. And I add little bits of little funny bits of things in, like you can't have a good sob with a mascara, but you can have a few tears, a few happy tears, just not a full-on sob, you know, just little things like that. But I make sure, as I'm talking and doing like the little chat with them, I make sure I individually speak to every single person around the table and say, are you all right? You know, did you love that? And I ask them what they think as well. So I get the primer out and I say, this is our #1 selling thing. I tell them that Simon Cowell wears it, you know, all that thing. And a lot of them go, ooh, Simon Cowell, or ooh, Simon Cowell. So I tell them about that. I tell them how amazing it is, what a primer is used for, that I'd never used a primer before this. And then I just say to them, I'm not going to tell you what it is like on your skin. I want you to try it, and I want you to name the first word that comes into your head. I want you to say exactly what it is. So I'll give them a little bit, show them what to do with it, and then they all put it on. And there's silence normally for a few seconds. Then you get, oh, silky, oh, velvet, oh, so soft, like this, and oh, it vanishes. One of the best ones that I heard from the other night was invisible. And it just goes invisible, and it really does. And then I explained to them that it's non-comedogenic as well, which means its molecule structure is not large enough to be absorbed by the skin, so it sits on the top and it creates a base and a barrier. That is why it's really good to wear if you're a city goer, or if you go down to London quite a lot, because it helps protect your face against pollution. So I tell them little things like that. Just little snippets of information that we all hear from just listening to the product information things, or just even reading the product information sheets as well. So all of that. And then at the end, when they've put all their makeup on, I have all the brushes and disposable brushes as well. And then at the end, I get them to look at themselves in the mirror, and every single time they're all like, oh, wow. And you know, it's just so amazing to see. It's like they're creating masterpieces there in front of you, and I try my hardest to go out of the room before they're finished and then come back in again, so that I can see the effect. And it's just absolutely amazing. And they just get to all do it for themselves. So then I hand them all a catalogue, and I'll say, this is where you can find the makeup section in the catalogue. If you wanted any of the skin cleansers, toners, moisturisers, they're all in the front, and I'll just help them through their order, give them an order form, and then that's when I normally like bring nibbles and drinks and stuff out. And then if anyone wants to, I'll offer like a hand or a foot pamper, but normally by that time they're quite happy just to place their order. The wish list is a really good idea, because they can write down shades, the shades of like foundation or lipstick or stuff that they've worn. I tend not to use the eyeliners, because I can't think of a hygienic way to do that. And I tend not to use the lip liners either, because I can't think of a hygienic way for those either. But everything else, you just get it all out, and just let people play, let people experiment. And I try not to talk too much and tell them how to do stuff. And I like watching as well. I love watching and asking questions like, how would you normally do this? And, you know, what do you think to this? And how do you normally do your eyeshadow? And just little things like that, because it's really great in information, really. So yeah, so that's how I do my pamper parties. And so far, every single party has done no less than 500 QV. So it's really, really good. Even like when I've had 2 people turn up, it's always been about 500 QV. So yeah, there's my pamper party. Okay.
Thank you.